Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Make Our World Your Runway. This show not only covers the pageant industry, but the modeling, fashion, entertainment, and business industry. But before we start our show today, we do have some very sad news in the world of pageantry. We were very saddened to hear of the passing of Miss USA 2019, Chesley Christ. Our hearts go out to her family during these difficult times. She was such a beautiful lady that wore that crown in her heart with such dignity and grace. So, again, our condolences go out to her family and everyone in the pageant world. She was such a great loss. But now I would like to tell you a little bit about our next guest before I introduce her. She's not only beautiful, intelligent, but one of the most dynamic entertainers and performers that I have had the distinct pleasure of being acquainted with. Being a performer myself, I can tell you, it gives me great pleasure to welcome this week's guest, the Queen of Salsa, Melina Almodovar.
Hi, how's everything? How are you
Hey,
guys?
welcome, Melina. Welcome to Make Our World Your Runway.
I'm so excited. I am so sorry about my dogs. They're in the background. Hi,
That's
Angela. How
okay.
are you?
You know what? The dog adds to the excitement.
He is horrible. Sorry about that. He's stopping now. He's gonna stop now. But thank you
That's
guys for
okay.
having me. I'm super
Oh
excited.
no, believe me, it's our pleasure. As I said, being an entertainer myself, it is such a pleasure to see someone like you who's such a pro that when you get on that stage, you're not only beautiful, your intelligence comes out, but your talent is absolutely amazing. You are such
Oh,
a
thank you.
dynamic entertainer that if you don't make it to the big time, something is wrong. I mean, you're almost there, but if you don't become the world's greatest female entertainer, something is
Oh,
wrong.
oh, that's very nice of you to say. We're working very hard to make that happen. Thank you. Yes, we're
Yeah,
doing really good. We have a lot of things going on, so I'm super excited about all the stuff that's coming up. As you know,
exactly.
salsa music is a genre that is not popular. It's not like the number one, uh, genre in the world, and that's really
Right.
my goal is to become, and I am one of the premier salsa artists right now. So that's I'm really happy with that. So I don't want to become J Lo or anything like that. But thank you. I'm really
No, no, no. You're totally different than J Lo. I mean, you do your own thing and your genre. You are it. But I mean, I've seen you cross over. I've seen you do a lot of salsa, but I've seen you sing some American music too, and it's absolutely fantastic. And every
thank
time I
you.
watch you perform, I love it because I'll watch American Idol and I'll watch some of these shows, and I'm like, somebody better learn how to sing. And
Yeah.
being a trained myself, my ears can hear things. But when I listen to you, I'm being very honest with you. I never hear a flaw or a mistake. And that is very hard to accomplish. Very, very
Thank you.
hard.
I don't know. I'm very hard on myself. So I
I'm the
you
same way
saying
with
that
me.
means a lot to me. I'm super hard on myself. Sometimes I hear myself and I'm like, oh no, no, no. But I think that happens to every performer. I think
Yeah, it
it's
does. It happens to everyone. But anyway, I want to
Mhm.
start out with Salsa Fest because that's coming up with April the 9th. I want our viewers to know about that. And I know you have a lot of a lot planned. So tell us what's going on.
Well, yes, as you know, we've been friends for a while, and during the pandemic,
Yes,
we became better friends, which is awesome. I have been performing with Tito Puente Jr. for a while, and you're a very good friend of his and a big
exactly.
supporter with your pageant and everything. And we go on your pageant cruise with you, and we do your parent pageants all the time, which I'm very grateful for that opportunity with Tito. But a lot of people don't know that I am the producer of Hollywood Salsa Fest and also the producer of Miami Beach Salsa Fest. And this year, we're going to be able to come back and do the Hollywood Salsa Fest. So we're
Yes.
extremely excited. Yes, the city of Hollywood has already said yes, that we're going to do it and we're not going to cancel it, and that we're going to move
Right.
forward. Yeah, because a lot of things are still kind of iffy, and I really did think that that was going to happen this year again. But about 2 months ago, we got the okay from the city of
Right.
Hollywood, and my producing partner, and myself, Christina Moinello, are super, super excited about bringing an amazing show to people that have been waiting for the Hollywood Salsa Fest, because now it has become a tradition in the city of Hollywood. We did a documentary about
Yes.
the Hollywood Salsa Fest during the pandemic. I produced it in 2021 with the help of the city of Hollywood, and it already has had more than 20,000 views. So I'm really, really excited, to share my experience in salsa music, and that's my love, is salsa music, is all I've ever wanted to sing. And for me, I'm just ready. I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to express myself. I'm ready to bring an amazing show to people as a
Yes.
producer as well. We have some amazing, amazing, amazing artists that are going to be there.
Oh yeah.
Charlie
I
Aponte is
know.
going to be there. He is confirmed. And so Charlie Aponte, he used to sing with El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico for many
Oh
years.
yeah.
So he will be there. Tito will be there. I'll be there. And Timba Live is going to be there as well. And my most wonderful dream that I've ever had in my life is for one of my favorite singers, salsa singers in the world, is Bobby Cruz, from
Oh,
Richie
Bobby
Ray and
Cruz.
Bobby Cruz. And he has confirmed that he's going to be there. So I'm so excited. To me, he's one of the best singers in salsa music. So for me, I'm just elated. I can't believe it's happening, really.
No,
Really.
it's fantastic. I mean, I've seen it before. 10,000, 11,000 people that just are in the park. It is absolutely amazing. You know that the last show, Natalie and I were off to the side dancing the whole time.
Yes.
I know it is. It's absolutely fantastic. Of course, I'll be there, and I've even told a lot of my supporters up in New York, especially Charles Shabetti, who used to be with the Copacabana, and they're very excited about it. In fact, I think Charles is going to make a trip down here. I said to him, I said, "You
Really.
don't want to miss this show."
Super
And
excited.
he hasn't been down here in a few years. And he said, "Well, I'm not a Floridian." I said, "Forget it." I said, "This is one show you do not want to miss." And one
You
thing
have
about Charles, if he comes down, you believe me, he's got such a following. 10,000, 11,000, you'll have 12,000, 13,000 with him.
bring
So,
it. We're ready.
yeah, exactly.
We're ready.
I'm ready. I can't wait. My girls are ready to be there, especially Melina,
Oh,
who
I love
just got top
Molina.
model of the year. Yeah, Melina.
Melina is fabulous. Like, let me tell you, every time I see her posts, I'm like, I wish I had her confidence. Oh my God. I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of like, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. She has all this confidence, and she's just, I am like that when I sing, when I perform. But she's
Yes.
just like that every day. Like, I just see
Oh
her
yeah.
sitting around her house like that.
Every day when she comes into an event, I tell everybody, I said, I'll introduce people. I said, wait, now watch, Melina's coming in. And when
Oh,
she
yes.
comes in, the whole room lights up. I mean,
Yes.
it's just like she has this attitude. It's like that's
Yes.
what she does when she
She's
comes in.
amazing. I'm
Yeah,
trying to find something to put her in. Like, I'm trying to find something, like a video, or do something with her, because she's fantastic. And I told her
well,
that day that we were at
she
the
just
at
did
the
a
pack.
video. Yeah, she
Hmm
just did a video yesterday because she made a top model of the year for Supermodels magazine, and she just did a video yesterday in all that cold for pink apple dresses.
Yeah, I
And
saw it. Yeah.
yeah, and now she's going to be the face of pink apple dresses. So when I
That's
told her
awesome.
about Salsa Fest, she said, "I need to do a video for Salsa Fest." I said, "Yes, you do." I said,
Yeah,
so
but well, I'm gonna figure out something. I'm trying to figure out something with her, because
yeah,
I really believe that she deserves to be. I mean, she's just one of these people that is like, and she does not care. She is all about,
no,
I mean, and I wish that when I was her age, She's
True.
considerably younger than I am. I wish that I would have been like that. I would have like, oh my gosh, like just
E-
crazy. She's confidence galore.
exactly. But
Yeah, she's
I didn't realize this. And looking at your bio last night, and I know you did the big salsa fest when Miami Beach, I believe, had, I think it was their 100th year anniversary, and you
hmm
did get you did get the key to the city from another mutual friend of ours, Mayor
hmm
Levine.
yes, 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 yes,
That
yes. He's amazing. Yes, he's
oh yeah,
he
he's
helped me
amazing.
so much. hmm
I wrote him a note the other day, and I said I miss you terribly. That's it.
Yes. A lot of people do. He was an amazing mayor, and I really love, I love politics, and I do a lot of things for politicians. And so
Yes.
he kind of gave me my start in Miami Beach, really, working with the community and working with the elderly. In 2013, I was hired to do his campaign, to do like every single event. I was kind of like his hype person. It was weird. It was
Yep.
like, hey, no, hey, like it was really interesting, and I really learned a lot. He's an extremely dedicated person, extremely hardworking.
Yes, he is.
He said, I'm going to learn Spanish during
And
this
he did.
campaign. And he learned Spanish in like 4 months, literally, like
Yes.
speaking full sentences. I was like, whoa. A lot of people say I'm gonna do it, and they don't really do it. And he did it. He hired someone, he had a coach, he did, it was amazing. He's a very he's such a go-getter, such an inspiring person.
In fact,
Really.
that's the first time I actually met you personally. I mean, Tito had told me you were
hmm
going to perform with us at the pageant, but I actually worked on his campaign here in Palm Beach. And when he kicked off his campaign, his
Oh,
bus tour, I was actually on that. And what got me about Mayor Levine is that he really brought back fashion to Miami Beach. He was so instrumental in bringing
yes.
back Miami Fashion Week. He was
Yes.
amazing. And in fact, Mayor Buddy Dwyer up in Orlando copied that. That's when Orlando International Fashion Week really kicked off. So he did a lot for the music world. He did a lot for the fashion world. So, I mean, you're right. He was just very instrumental. And I didn't realize that when you performed at that show, you were on the bill with a lot of key people,
Yes.
especially the opera singer. Okay,
Yes.
and when
Andrea Bocelli, Gloria Stefan, the
Andrea
Bee
Bocelli,
Gees.
yes,
The gentleman from the Bee Gees, the singer, the main singer, he was there. I forget what his
Barry
name is.
Gibb,
Barry Gibb, that's it. Yes.
Barry Gibb,
And
yeah,
a lot of amazing artists, like other artists that are local artists from here. I just had this, it was amazing. I mean, I just can't even, this town, Florida has been so amazing to me. As a
yes,
person, I moved down here in 2005 because I wanted to, be a salsa singer. Like that's what I wanted to do. I mean, be a salsa recording artist. And it's just been something that has really evolved into so many different things. Like I came with the idea of becoming a singer, right? And it's just now when I look back, I never would have thought in my whole entire life that all these other things would have happened. Like I became a producer, I started singing with Tito Puente Jr. I work in politics. I don't know. It's just I never thought. That's why I tell people, when they want this one thing, give life a chance to take you where it wants to take you. Sometimes, don't
exactly,
just don't just kind of put the blinders on and be like, this is the only thing I want to do in life. For me, I know that I can do many things. Like I can produce. I never thought in my life I would do a documentary, and during the pandemic I got the opportunity to do it, and I learned so much,
right, you did,
producing a documentary. And I looked back at everything that I had accomplished with my friend Christina, and I can't believe it, really, honestly, Angela. I'm just so happy that I can do what I love to do and inspire people to love salsa music and perform with Tito. And he and I have such a great relationship. He's like the brother I never had. I have two
yep,
sisters, and he's like my brother. We talk every single day. It gets to a point sometimes when he's just like, hey, like we just talk like we're just like Rosalie says we're twins and we're really four people on the stage because we have the same birthday, almost the same birthday. He's June 2nd, I'm June 3rd. A
Right.
couple of years apart, but still, we are Geminis and we understand each other. Like I understand him and he understands me. We're extreme. We are like a lot alike. So
Yeah.
I'm just grateful to life that I've been able to do all these things.
No, that's absolutely fantastic. And I think another thing I want our viewers to know, and I've always said you should be awarded for this. During the pandemic, when we were on lockdowns, you used to do a show every Friday night. And
Yes.
not only for myself, but I used to read the comments from people. You kept everyone's spirits up. I mean,
Oh,
there were days I was dragging. Like I said, when my cousin
I
got COVID
know.
and we almost lost her, I
Oh
was pretty
no.
much at the end of my rope. And
Yeah.
when you would have your shows on Friday night, and my mother would chime in,
Oh.
either my bedroom or my living room, we would start dancing. And it
Oh.
was just a breath of fresh air because now we weren't watching the news, we weren't hearing about COVID. It was almost like getting right back to life, which was
Yeah, thank
fantastic.
you.
And then when
Thank
COVID
you.
started loosening up and I started going back into the supermarkets, there were many times on a Friday night I told you I was in the supermarket and your show would come on, and I'd go over to the deli counter and I'd be playing your show. And
That's so nice.
in fact, they're asking me about your show because the deli counter would stop for a half hour. Well, it was funny. You could not get anything. They would go in the back, and the manager himself would have to come out and he says, "Pardon me," he says, "but they're salsa dancing in the back," because it would stop. And if it
Gosh.
wasn't there, I'd be with the cart like this, okay, pushing the cart. Ah, Molina's, and that's how they would actually stop Publix for an hour. I mean, I had more
That's
people coming in and watching it, and that was absolutely fantastic because you lifted the spirits of so many people. It was
I tried.
amazing.
Thank you. That
No,
means a lot to me.
trust me, you did it. I mean, like I said, I was like
Thank you.
clockwork. When it would be 25, you'd come on from 8:30 to 9:30. 25 after 8. I didn't care what was going on. If I
That's
had no makeup on, or whatever, that was it. I was glued to that show.
well,
And
I
it,
told
it
my
was
husband, I was like, I have to do something. I can't sit here. I'm just the type of person that loves action. Like I have to do something. And I wasn't doing anything. Like literally in my house, and I said, I have all the tools, I have the sound equipment, I have the microphone, I have everything. So why not do it? Like do it, let's do it. And slowly it just grew. I had almost 45,000 views of one of the shows. I mean,
yes, you did.
it's insane. Like I should keep doing it. But the thing is, that if I do it online, people probably won't come see me live.
Right,
And so
exactly, exactly.
that's
That
I
that
might
that
do
that's
it
what
once
it
a
is.
month or something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you know what it is. I think it's not. I mean, the people here, of course, will go see you live, but and I mean, you do travel. So if you're traveling in areas where people did watch the show, they'll come and see it. But there are
Right.
some people that you may not be performing in that state or whatever. So I think
True.
they did look forward to that. Yeah.
Oh,
So
absolutely. I might just start doing it again. Yes. I have I don't know. I think I might do it maybe once or twice a month. Not every Friday, but maybe once or twice and do a shorter version of the
yeah,
show
do
because
a
I remember for that hour people would speak. It was like a little fan like a little club and everybody would be talking, "Hi, how are you?" like from another country or whatever or another
yes.
state. Hi, it's so great to see you, to talk to you. And I mean, I felt really great that everybody was so into it and just it was. I just didn't. I told Kevin, my husband, I was like, we need to do something. I need to do something. I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
Friday night, and it's just that's the way it's gonna be for the till we get out of this. And then in 2021, I started performing. I started doing things. So I was like, okay, let me
Right.
just taper that off. And my grandma was loving it. Like my grandma was always there.
Oh, she
And
was
she was
always there.
yeah, my mom
She was
too. My mom too. Everybody was
Yeah,
there.
your mom was there. Listen, to get Max from Dancing with the Stars to watch you. When I saw Max come in, I said, "Oh, wait a minute." I said, "You know, I mean, I know Max." So I had told Max, I said, "Max, you have to come in on a Friday night." And
Right.
when I saw his name come up, okay, I said, oh, that's it. All right. And if I know Max, he was definitely dancing in his living room. Okay. And it's funny
Right.
because Tito actually performed on Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. He performed. I wish they'd bring him back, the two of you back on that show.
I would love
Because
that. That would be amazing. Yes.
exactly. Because then I'll watch it again. Last couple of years, I kind of been piecemealing it since Max is no longer on the show. But
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, you did have some very prominent people that actually came in. My cousin, of course, he does different type music. He's into more country and western, and right now he's like number one on the rockabilly station, and he does a great Elvis act. He was
You did
watching
tell me
you.
about him. Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, he was watching you on a Friday night, and now he started doing his show a little different. I noticed there's a little bit of a Latin flair when he goes out to perform. So you've been very encouraging to so
Oh.
many people. I mean, it's been amazing.
Well,
Now,
I was like, I don't know if tracks, like, well, whatever. It's what we have, and people are gonna like it. So I just did it with the tracks, and I have no idea what it sounded like on the other end. And
oh,
Tito
it was
was
great.
always like, "You need a." Tito was coaching me. He's like, and he would watch it too. Tito would come in on Friday Friday nights, and everybody would be like, "Hey, Tito!" It was great. It was something
Yeah, it was great.
very
And then
special, different.
one
Yeah.
time you and Tito performed together. You did a Friday night where the two of you performed
Yes.
together, and that was
That
that was
has 30. Do you know that that video has over 50,000 views? That video of the one time we did it live. Remember, I went to his house and we did it from his house. I'm going to show you. I'm going to send you. So people have been circulating that video for this whole pandemic.
oh yeah.
Crazy.
I know I circulated. And also, I did find out, Bahama Paradise Cruise Line is transitioning into Margaritaville at sea.
Right. Hmm.
And
Yes.
uh, Bahamas will still be the major players, but it's not that Margaritaville took us over. We're partnering with them. And of course, Jimmy Buffett owns Margaritaville. But
Yes.
Fernando, who happens to be in charge of entertainment for Margaritaville and is also from Puerto Rico, Nasli and I are trying to get him to Salsa Fest because I
Oh,
have
okay.
told him, I said, if you're looking to do talent on that ship, you've got to come to Salsa Fest. I said, you've got to see Molina perform. So I definitely think we're going to be able to get him there.
That would be amazing. I let me tell you, I have some just and I'm building the show right now and in my mind and just I mean it's going to be so awesome. Like I can't even I can't even explain to you Angela how amazing I see this show as the comeback of all of us, of South Florida, the
Oh, it
comeback
is.
of people coming out again. I'm just so excited. Like I can't even explain to you how grateful I am to people like yourself and that supported me during the pandemic because you supported me doing the Miami Beach Salsa Fest twice during the pandemic. We did it in 2020 with 0 people in a
Yep.
storm. Remember, it was storming and you couldn't make
Oh, I
it, and
remember
it was
that.
like,
Yep.
let me tell you, these past 2 years have been like just I don't know, like what else, what other obstacles are we gonna
Right.
have,
Well, exactly. Well,
and
I think 2022 is going to be absolutely fantastic. I think my
amen.
personal views. I think we're starting to come out of COVID. Okay, more and more people have gotten vaccinated. They do have medication now that if people get sick, they can take. I don't think it's ever going to go away, but it's going to be like the flu. You know,
Well,
we're
I got it during
yeah,
Christmas,
I know
and
you have gotten it.
I spent a year and a half, almost 2 years, without getting it. Going
Right.
out, I mean, not during 2020 because I didn't go anywhere, but during 2021, the beginning, I it was like fine. I was wearing my mask and everything, and I got all my vaccines and my booster, and then at the end of 2020
Oh
21
no.
during Christmas, I was doing a bunch of events and I
Right.
got it. And I was like, oh my gosh. But thank God I got all my boosters and I got my vaccines and all that stuff. And it didn't do, I did great,
Yeah,
considering.
because
Right.
you had a mild case of
Yes.
it. And I
Right.
swear, before, when it first came out, when they didn't know what they were looking for, I had it because for 21 days I was sick. I had no taste, no
Mhm.
smell. My
Mhm.
stomach, they didn't know what was wrong with my stomach.
Mhm.
I and for me, when I can't get out of bed, I mean,
Right.
I'm a morning and an evening person. I could go to bed at 3 and
Right.
jump up at 6. When I can't get out
Yes.
of bed or I'm starting to go to bed at 2, 3 in the afternoon, something is wrong. And the day that I almost passed out in Publix, I said, I've got something. That's it.
Yeah.
And then
Could have
after those,
been.
yeah, after those 21 days, I was
Mhm.
fine. Now, I
Mhm.
did the antibody test. They claim I never had it, but I still say I had a touch of it when it first came out,
Well,
and they
Tito
didn't
thought
know.
that too. He was really sick for a bit too.
Yeah,
Right in the beginning. Yes. Yeah.
exactly. I think we all had it somewhere along the line. But you
Right.
know what? I think we're at the me personally, I think we're at the end of it now. I think
Oh,
things are going to be great.
amen.
The second half of 2022 is going to be fabulous. You've got an amazing show, and Christina, I love Christina. Okay,
Christina is my right hand person. She's I mean, I'm telling you, she's great. She does. We are friends. First of all, we've been friends since 2009. I met
yeah,
her
she's
at an
great.
event with our friend Claudia. We met the same night. And she used to go to everything I did. I used to do a salsa night in Miami Beach at Tapas and Tintos on Español Way. And she used to go religiously every Tuesday dancing, and we became friends. And everything I ever did, she supported. And then one day she said, "Hey, she has a business in Hollywood," and that's how that ended up being. So
Right.
she said to me, they're having a concert series, and I would really like to tell them about you so that you would do your concert series there.
Right.
Like you do your concert there. And then she said, let's go meet with them and whatever. And we went, and they said, okay, let's do a concert. And then after we did the concert, I said to them, why don't we do before, why don't we do a festival and try to do it every single year? And so instead of Melina Almodovar's festival or whatever concert, we did Hollywood Salsa Fest with Melina Almodovar, and that's what it became, the Hollywood Salsa Fest.
Salsa Fest.
7 years later.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
amazing. She
know.
does all
It's
the
it's been
logistics.
well, we've only got about 4 minutes left. So, what are your future plans, and what would you like to tell our viewers? I know we talked about Salsa Fest, but after Salsa Fest, what are your future plans, and what do you see on the horizon for you for 2022?
Well, Angela, I'm super excited about one thing that's going to happen this year. I have a brand new single that is coming out,
All right.
and I absolutely love the song. I am completely in love with this song. I wrote it with my friend, musical director, Luigi Flores. It's called Voy pa la calle, which means I'm going to the streets. I'm leaving. I'm like out. So
Wow.
it's it's sort of about the pandemic and getting back to the street, to going
Fabulous.
out. And I'm just so excited about it. It's supposed to come out in the beginning of March, right before Salsa Fest. We're
Great.
doing the video right now, producing the video, and I'm just super psyched about this song. Like, I just think it's the right
Yes.
time for it. I think it's the right. I'll be performing it at Salsa Fest. And I'm just so excited about everything that we have going on. I mean, we have Miami Beach Salsa Fest in November again, and
All right.
just I'm gonna be performing in Orlando soon, and Tito and I, we're always gonna be performing. So for me, I mean, I'm already where you said I am. To me, in my mind, I'm there. I'm working really
Oh,
hard. I'm
that's
super
great.
really
And
hard.
what
Yeah.
and what I will
Mhm.
say to you, because I will sponsor you, this won't be the last that you will be on the show, and any of the acts that you want to come on the show, you want to have Christina, you
We
can
should
make
have
it.
Christina.
Yeah, you can
Chris,
be on the show leading up to Salsa Fest because we definitely want to promote it. So anything
yes,
that you want
thank you.
will be great. But thank you so much for being on the show. It's been
Thank you.
absolutely amazing. We will be in touch. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, the beautiful Melina Almodovar. Thank you so much for being on the
Thank
show.
you, Angela. You're amazing, and I admire you so much. And your pageant is incredible, and you do so much for the community. And your girls are so great. And you can count on me with anything. You know that. So thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Melina Almodovar. Bye-bye, dear.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.